Hey, this is Chris, Sage Benefits. Creating this quick little video to help you with a step-by-step walkthrough of how to complete your cash value whole life insurance selections on the TransApp website for your new Transamerica whole life insurance benefit. We're going to try and make this as quick as possible for you, but also informative so that it's easier for you to learn how to walk through it. It's a little bit different than the other platform we do our benefits on. And so we'll first start off with a little bit of a screenshot slide deck, and then we'll move to the live site and show you how to walk through, make benefit elections, and see what the contributions, how those show up for you. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So when you use the TransApp, you're going to get an invitation code. You'll receive an email or text message, and this will also be on your benefit dashboard underneath the Transamerica whole life insurance benefit. That invitation code is going to be clicked in right here on the TransApp platform, and you punch that in and you click submit. Once you click submit, it's going to ask you to verify your identity. That's your social security number, date of birth. You just plug those in, click submit, and then it's going to take you to the next slide. Now, if for some reason that does not work, please reach out to your employer and or my office. We may have a little bit of discrepancy in that information. Pretty rare, but if it does happen, don't get frustrated. Just give a quick call and we'll probably be able to fix it that day. So when you do click on there, you verify your identity, you're going to create your own account. Don't love having you create multiple accounts for things, but this is the way of the world sometimes, so we appreciate your patience in advance. So you'll create a username, whatever you want to do with that, your own password, email address, create a series of security questions, one question, and then a security answer. It'll give you a little CAPTCHA thing. I know these aren't always fun, but plug it in, click agree, and then you click register. It'll tell you, hey, congratulations, you're registered and you can get started. So you click the get started button right here and we move on to the next step. The next step is going to have your, populate some of your information already pre-populated, but whatever's not populated, go ahead and add it in. Just look for the asterisks, these little red asterisks here by some of these pieces. Those are what you need to put in required. There are some additional boxes here. It's helpful to have the information, but not required. So do that at your leisure or however you see fit. Punch in your home address and then say, hey, use my home address as my mailing address. If you happen to have a P.O. box where you receive your mail, make sure that you fill out the mailing address portion for that as well. And once all that's done, the next step is to add any dependents. So if you click married here, it's going to make sure that it asks you about spouse and also children. So you'll go to the next step and click save and continue. So here's where you're going to add your spouse information. Again, name, date of birth, gender, tobacco use, currently disabled, the date of marriage are all required fields here. Just click use my home and mailing address. We assume you guys live at the same place, so that makes it easy for you. You won't have to complete that again. And then if you do have dependent children, go ahead and punch them in here. You do not have to elect coverage for anybody outside of yourself, but this is just where that information is helpful because it also will start to populate your beneficiaries at the same time. So again, same info here, punch in their name, date of birth, gender, tobacco use, and disability status. Always click the use my mailing address for that. That way that policy does come to you, and then you click save. Now, if you need to add multiple children to your plan, maybe you have 2 or 3 kids, go ahead and just do that for each one. Pretty quick and pretty simple. And then you get to step 5. Step 5 is basically where it's confirming your information with some of the additional information that we've already preloaded for you, your hire date, your payroll frequency, your hours worked, why payroll frequency, how often you get paid is important because that's how the contributions to any coverage that you elect for yourself, for your spouse, for your kids will show up. It'll show you a per paycheck contribution. It'll ask you to put in your job title. It may ask you for work phone and email. Most times it does not, unless the employer requires that. So once you get to there, we're going to go on to the next step, which is kind of the live walkthrough of how you do the next part. So here we're on the live walkthrough of how to get through looking at which options you have available. In this particular setup, we're only looking at the whole life benefit through Transamerica. So it's going to tell you right here, hey, this is how long you have to complete your benefit elections. And just again, ask you, hey, complete by this date here. All right, pretty easy. Start that selection. Each one of these dates are going to be different for you. So obviously we're in a test environment, so this date here or this number of days here will be different based on when you are electing this. This is just the dates that we put in for this test situation for you. So we'll make sure that is updated for each new client and every open enrollment that you have. So go ahead and you start your section here, and then it's going to talk to you about this video. It's going to give you full information here. There's a video that you can actually watch regarding this as well, and then you would click on that video if you want to watch more about it. And then it kind of gives you some good information right here that tells you some of the great features of this benefit. So we go to click to enrollment, and we'll let the old internet do its thing. And here we're now on our opportunity to elect coverage. Now, depending on your age and the amount of coverage that you want to elect, it'll show you the cost right here for that. Now note, this is just where it kind of default screens to. This is not what you have to do, so don't become alarmed by the dollar amounts or the coverage amount here. This is simply giving you, hey, the option to do whatever you're going to do here. So in this case, the employer is going to pay for a $25,000 benefit for the employee. Now it's good to note here that the TransApp system will still put in the amount here of what that contribution per paycheck costs. So if your employer is providing any specific benefit amount, just note that and then know, okay, that's what they're going to pay for. Anything beyond that, when we look at the drop-down menu, that would be if you wanted to bring that up to 40,000, then you're going to pay the difference between the 25,000 amount, the $31 here, and the 40,000 amount, which is 48. So in that case, it's $17 per paycheck that you're going to pay to increase that coverage up to 40,000 versus the employer provided 25,000. If your employer isn't providing any types of benefit, and you're doing this purely on your own contribution solely, then yes, obviously this dollar amount over here is your dollar amount, and you can choose any level of benefit that you want, and this will show up as your per paycheck deduction. So in this case, we're going to go, hey, I'm going to go ahead and grab 50,000 for myself because that is excellent benefit for me. I'm going to do the 50,000 for my wife. She happens to be the same age, so her cost is going to be the same for our cost. You know what? And I've got a dependent child. I want to do their own individual policy as well for them. And so I've got one child. If you have multiple children, you can do the same thing. And we want to make sure that, hey, that's their coverage there for that. And that tells you right down here what the dollar amount is per paycheck to have that coverage in place. Now, obviously, if you're doing just the minimal amount here, you want to do $10,000 for everyone, you'll see that the pricing changes for you, etc. But remember, if your employer is contributing here, just remember that this isn't the full dollar amount that you will pay. You'll do that less whatever your employer is paying. So at that point in time, you simply just go ahead, save and continue. No additional information is required at this time. So you can just go ahead and save and continue. And then it's just saying, yes, I'm going to be the policy holder. Everything here is correct. And it's going to ask you some other questions. Do you currently have any other existing life insurance policies or contracts? What you are going to answer here, if you do not have any other life insurance with Transamerica specifically, then you click no. Okay. And this box here says, I'd like to designate someone else to receive a notice of either non-payment or termination of this policy. You can click that box there, and it's going to let you add someone to that. Hey, what's their name and address so that they also get that notification. If not, you keep that there. Now, you will not see the for agent use only here, as that is specific to us being able to log in and show you how to access the platform. So now we're going to go ahead and save and complete, and then you see, hey, 2872, that's exactly what I wanted. You can see the details here, and then when you get to the point say, yeah, I'm good to go, you can finalize your elections right there. Just click that button and you'll be done. You'll get a congratulations screen and you're done. So hopefully that helps you as you walk through this great new benefit that your employer is providing for you, and then we'll help you out after that. Thank you very much.